Hello students, welcome to Saurabh sir's classes. Today we are going to solve few logical reasoning based questions on Nabard examination. So let us begin with our first question. But before that, we have few directions for our first four questions. So let's check what are the directions. So first point here is there are 8 faculty members A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H in the institute, each teaching different subject. So here we are talking about 8 faculty members and they are teaching in an institute, same institute, but all of them are teaching different subjects. Now we have there are 3 lady members and of the 8, 4 are holding PhD degree. So here you can see we have 8 faculty members and out of these 8, 3 are ladies and the rest 5 are obviously gents. And out of the 8, 4 are holding PhD degree. So 4 are holding PhD degree, which means that the other 4 does not have PhD degree. Now we have E teaches psychology and is PhD. A teaches chemistry. So we have been given few directions about them, about these faculty members and their subjects with their gender as well as they have PhD degree or not. So for that, first let us draw one table over here. So you can see we have a table over here in which we can fill up name, then subject, then gender, and then we can write whether they have the PhD degree or not. So names we know from A to H. So let us write over here. Now let us begin with our third point where we are coming to know whether which teacher is teaching which subject. Now we have E teaches psychology and is PhD. So E is teaching psychology. So let us write beside E psychology in subject column. And E is also a PhD. So we will give a tick over here because this column is for PhD and E is given to be a PhD. Now we have A teaches chemistry. So A is teaching chemistry and we have no other information about A. So we will only write chemistry in the subject column. So fourth point now says the one who teaches economics is not PhD. So we don't know who is teaching economics. So we will write economics over here. And this person is not a PhD. So we will give a cross beside this person. Now proceeding, we have no lady member teaches either commerce or law. Law faculty does not award PhD. So lady member are not teaching commerce or law. So over here we can write commerce. We don't know who is this person who is teaching commerce and who is this lady member who is not teaching commerce and law. So we will only write that commerce is taught by a male teacher. So we will write commerce M, which represents commerce male. And for law, we have two criteria. Law also is taught by a male teacher as well as law faculty does not hold PhD. So also we will give a cross over here. So now proceeding, we have D and G do not teach either commerce or physics. Okay, so D is also not teaching commerce or physics. G is also not teaching for commerce or physics. So we can write over here D is not teaching commerce and physics. So you can see we know that commerce is taught by a male teacher and D is not teaching commerce. So D must be a female teacher. But this is a wrong concept. We don't know whether D is a male or a female because we have been said that commerce is taught by M and commerce is not taught by D. But it can happen that D is a male and he does not teach commerce. And it can also happen that D is a female, so there is no point of teaching commerce. But D can be a male because we have total 5 males. You can see we have 3 lady members, which means 5 males we have, 5 gents we have. So D can be a gent who is not teaching commerce. So we cannot say that D is a female. Secondly, we have G also does not teaches. So G, we will write here that commerce and physics. Remember, these points are, they are not teaching these subjects, not that they are teaching these subjects. So proceeding, we have H and C are lady members. So let us write F over F beside H and C. So C is also a female and H is also a female. Now we have and are not PhD. Okay, so both are not PhD. So we will give cross beside them. Both are not PhD. We have F who is PhD, teaches zoology. So F is a PhD. So here is a tick, and F teaches zoology. So we will write over here. Now we have B and G are PhDs. So let's give B and G tick. So here we have B is PhD as well as G is also a PhD. And we have G is a lady member. So G being a lady member, we will write female over here. So now you can check. You must remember that we had only 4 holding PhD degree. We have only 4 faculty members who hold a PhD degree. You can check over here. 4 are holding PhD degree, and now you can see we have got the 4 faculty members who have a PhD degree. You can check over here. We have B, E, F and G who are holding PhD degree. So the left ones are not holding. So A is also not holding a PhD degree as well as D is also not holding. Now we also know that there are 3 lady members. You can check over here. We have 3 lady members, and we have got all our 3 lady members who are C, G and H. So the remaining ones are male. So we have 5 male teachers. So we will write male in the remaining 5. Now we don't know subjects of 5 of the faculty members, but we know many points which can give us few hints about their subjects. So first hint, let us start with law. So in law you can see we have male as well as not a PhD degree holder. So let's check our options left. We have only 5 teachers, 5 faculties left. So let's check among them. We need male as well as not a PhD holder. So in B you can see we have male, but we also have a PhD holder. So B cannot teach law, and C is a female, but we need a male teacher. D you can see is a male teacher as well as he is not holding a PhD degree. So D can be a possible person who is teaching law. In G and H, the remaining 2, G and H, you can see both of them are female, so they can't teach law. So we have got who is teaching law, and our answer will be D. So D is teaching law because D is a male and he is not holding a PhD degree. So we have got the person who is teaching law. Now let's check for commerce. So in commerce you can see the only criteria for commerce is the person should be a male faculty. Commerce is taught by a male faculty. Now let's check. We have 4 options: B, C, G and H. So you can see out of these 4 we have B as a female, G and H also as a female. So we have only B who is a male. So we are left with only B, and commerce needs a male teacher. So B will be teaching commerce. So like this only we need to find each one of them, each of the person's subject they are teaching, and we can solve the questions that proceed below. And for the remaining points, for the remaining persons, let's check the points again. Let us check all the points again, and maybe we will get the exact, maybe we will be successful in filling the table, or it can also happen that we do not get the knowledge about few persons, few faculty members. But if we do not get their subjects, then I'm sure that the questions would not need us to answer them. So in our first and second points we have nothing to fill this point. So let us check from third point. So we have E teaches psychology and is PhD. A teaches chemistry. So A is teaching chemistry, E is teaching psychology and is PhD. So E is teaching psychology and PhD. Okay. Now in 4 we have the one who teaches economics is not PhD. So economics, you can see we have not got economics. So the possibilities of economics is for C. So C can teach economics because C is not holding a PhD degree, as well as H can also teach economics because H is also not holding a PhD degree, but G is holding a PhD degree, so G cannot teach economics. So we have got 2 options for subject economics. Now let's proceed. We have no lady member teaches either commerce or law. So here you can see we have law and it is taught by a male teacher. Here, sorry, this is commerce taught by male teacher as well as law taught by male teacher. Then we have law faculty does not award PhD. So you can check here, law faculty does not award PhD. So D is not having a PhD degree. Now we have D and G do not teach either commerce or physics. So you can check, commerce is already taught by B, so there is no point of D and G teaching for commerce, and you can check D is teaching law. So we come to a point that G is not teaching physics, because you can check D is not teaching commerce or physics because D is teaching law, and G is not teaching commerce and physics. So we can surely say that commerce has been given to B, so we only know that G is not teaching physics. So what we are left with, either C is teaching physics, we are left with C, as well as either H is teaching physics. So you can check, we have two options for both C and H. C can teach either commerce or physics, H can teach either commerce or physics. So we have next, H and C are lady members. So let's check, H is female, C is also a female. Then we have and are not PhD. So C is not a PhD, H is also not a PhD. Then we have F, who is PhD, teaches zoology. So F is a PhD and teaches zoology. Now we have B and G are PhDs and G is a lady member. So B here is PhD, G here is also PhD, and G is a lady member, that is female over here. So by these points we cannot come to the conclusion of three faculties. We have two options for C and H, and those are C, we have two options, those are economics or physics, and same both the options are available for H, economics and physics, and we don't know any subject what G can teach. So this is all the data we have got from the question. Now let's move on to the questions. So the first question over here is, which of the following lady members is our PhD? So we need to check lady members and PhD, but we need to go through the options because there can be many combinations of lady members as well as PhD. So let us go through the options. So first option is A, that is G. So G is a lady member, that is female, as well as G is PhD. So option A can be a correct answer. Option A can be a correct answer. Option B, C and D. So you can check, D is a male and as well as they both do not have PhD degree. So B cannot be a correct answer. Option C, we have G and H. So G we know is a female as well as has a PhD degree. But H, you can see she is a female but she does not have a PhD degree. So C is option wrong. And D and E, D you can check can't be determined, but this option is false because we can say that G is a lady member as well as she is holding a PhD degree. So we have got something as our answer, and none of these cannot be true because we have got A to be a true answer. So our answer to our first question will be option number A. Now let's move on to the second question. So second question here is, which of the following combination is not correct? So which of the following combinations is not correct? So first option is chemistry, male, not PhD. So let's check chemistry. So A is teaching chemistry, male, not PhD. So option A is a correct option, but we need a not correct option. Second, we have zoology, male, PhD. So here you can check in F, we have zoology, male and PhD. So option B is also a correct answer, correct option, but we do not need a correct answer. So in option C, we have physics, lady, PhD. So let's check here. We have two options for physics. One is C and the other one is H. So we will check in both the criteria whether both of them are PhD and both of them are lady or not. So C you can check is a lady and H also is a lady, but both of them does not have PhD. So either C can teach physics or H can teach physics, but we will not get a PhD faculty. So in any case, we will not get a PhD faculty. Therefore, option C is a not correct option. That is, option C is a wrong option. So answer to this question will be option C only. Now let's check the other options for clarification. We have economics lady, not PhD. So economics again C and H. So C is also female, that is lady, H is also lady, and both of them are not PhD. So if whether C is teaching economics or H is teaching economics, it does not matter. Both of them are lady and both of them does not have PhD degree. So option D is correct option, which says that option D cannot be our answer. Now we have commerce male PhD. So let's check. So you can check in B, we have commerce male PhD. So this is also a correct option. Therefore answer to this question will be option number C. That is a wrong answer. That is a wrong statement. Now we have who teaches physics. So let's check who is teaching physics. Now you can see we have two options for physics. This is one, that is C, other one is H. So our answer can be either C or H. So you can see here either H or C. So our correct answer will be option number C. Now let's move on to the last question, that is question number 4. So question 4 is which of the following statements is true. So we need to find which of the following statements out of these 5 are true. So first statement is 3 male members are PhD. So let's check how many male members are PhD. So you can check first male member, that is A, is not a PhD. Then we have B is a male as well as a PhD. Then we have D is a male but not a PhD, and E is male PhD, male PhD. Then we do not have any male PhD. So you can check we have 3 male as well as PhD faculty, and in our statement we have 3 male members are PhD. So answer to this question should be option A. Our answer should be option A, but for our convenience, for our satisfaction, we will check each one of the 5 options. So option B is 2 lady members are PhD. Let's check. First lady member, that is C, is not a PhD, and H is also not a PhD. Only G is a PhD. So only one lady member is PhD, but in our option we have 2 lady members. So option B is a wrong option. Then we have the person who teaches economics is PhD. Let's check. Economics is taught by either C or H, and both of them, you can see both of them are not PhD. So this option is also a wrong option. Then we have option D, that is the person who teaches zoology is not PhD. So let's check. Zoology is taught by F, and you can check zoology, F is a PhD holder. So this option is also a wrong option. The last option is none of these, but we have got our answer to be A. So our correct answer to this question will be A. So I will like to end this video here. You will find some more logical reasoning based questions in our further videos.